Right, here we go for the chorus to Tell Me Baby. What we're basically doing here is we're playing the same chords that we was playing throughout that sort of finger picking introduction to the song. We've just moved them, we're moving them up an octave on the guitar, we're moving them up up to the higher register here. So instead of, okay, we're playing them up here this time. Some of we're still doing the F, C, G, A minor that we was doing before. And some of the chords are played exactly the same. Some of them have little different nuances, little subtleties that make them a bit different. But we'll run through them now just to give you an idea of what it sounds like and what's being played. So we start again with this F. I won't talk you through these sort of picking to this just yet and what's actually John's doing. I'll just talk you through the chords and how they're played. And then we'll talk about, how you can what you can do to make this sound good and what, might work for you. So we'll start with the F. So we're doing third finger on the 15th fret of the D, second finger on the 14th fret of the G, and first finger on the 13th fret of the B. So it's played exactly the same as it was before. As I say, we're just up a register on the guitar here, up an octave. Okay, and then we move to the C, which the way I play this is we bar across the D, G and B strings with our first finger on the 12th fret. Okay, and then put your second finger on the B string on the 13th, and put your third finger on the 14th on the D. The root is here on the A string at the 15th fret without getting too theoretical about this. Okay? That's where your root is. So, as you see, C is implied there, and then basically what you do to play the G, just lift that second and third finger off, take them off, and then just bar this D, G and B string. Okay, because your root's here on the A string, on the 10th fret. So basically you've got a G bar chord there, that's your G note. But just use your first finger just barred across the 12th fret there, okay, on the D, G and B strings. Okay, then again we play an A minor. It might be a bit of a squeeze here because the frets are obviously a lot smaller, a lot tighter together, but it's played exactly the same as we play it on the lower register. So put your first finger on the 13th fret of the B, second finger on the 14th fret of the D, and third finger on the 14th fret of the G. So far with them chords that we've played, okay, and then as like with the introduction we go to a D minor, but what John does here, instead of actually sort of holding a D minor, he plays it, we just go. So we're alternating. You can use whatever finger you want. I'm using my third and second finger here. So you're playing the B string on the 15th fret, then go to the G string on the 14th fret with your second finger. So but then just alternate between them two notes twice. So you'll go. So you can use your second finger and first finger. So them chords to play played all together with that little bit at the end, you go F, C, G, A minor, F, C, and then play that D minor where you alternate between the two, okay? Okay, so it's like you go through. It's basically as it was before. You go F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, A minor, D minor. So it's just, instead of A minor, you play D minor. Sorry. So you go through that. You get same as before. Land on it. Then we play the F, then C, then we go to a G7, which is basically, like before when you landed on that G. But what you're doing here is basically you're still barring on the 12th fret. And use your second finger to fret the 13th fret and the high E. Okay, so that's just giving you an idea of the chorus. Now regarding the picking and you can just strum them if you want. But what I like to do, I sort of arpeggiate. sort of I go D, G, B, G. Okay, and with that A minor, what you're playing there, you do mix it up a bit. You go pick the B, D, G, and D string. So, okay, and on the D minor, as I say, just go between the B and G, B and G. Okay, so to play it, that's how I say you can just have fun with this. There's no strict arpeggiating pattern here that you can play. As I say, just have fun with it. Just experiment what you think sounds good. You might just want to. And then, like again. And it just ends on that, goes into, and that's basically just the chorus to the song. So hopefully, as I say, like I said at the start of my last video, it's not necessarily played exactly note for note, but it's just to give you an idea and feel for what is being played, and just getting you used. Okay, so just like I say, just just get used to arpeggio. It might take a little bit of practice because it's very. John's playing this in a very sort of clean setting, like he does with a lot of his choruses. There's not a lot of distortion, not a lot of overdrive or gain here involved. It's quite a clean sound, but just have fun with that. Work with whatever works for you. I don't think there's any right or wrong here with what's being played. And next we will go into the sort of bends section. So regarding the bends here, that what John uses vibrato and whammy bar, he sort of goes to town. He sort of goes to, I mean, obviously I haven't got one here as you can see, but what happens here is he basically, I'll just give you an idea of sort of what I do. Obviously I haven't got any distortion on here because I think if I put a distortion on it, you won't really sort of hear clearly what's being played. But what I do is I sort of hammer on this D string on the 7th fret and just bend it up. Obviously if I had distortion on it, you'd be hearing it wail a lot more. Then we bend up, then what I do is I bend up on the 9th fret on the G string. So, okay, and then I bend up on the 10th fret on the B. And then I bend up 17th fret on the high. Okay. And as I say, John's using it's quite a bit of distortion there, so if you crank your distortion up, your overdrive pedals, whatever you've got going on. As I'm saying, if you've got a whammy bar, just attack it with all your might, really pull on it. And yeah, hope that's just that little bend. Okay, and then next we go into the solo.